Good day, everyone. Thank you very much to the Philippine Society for Microbiology Mindanao Chapter for having me. Today, I am very excited to share with you a topic that is close to my heart and how I am translating it into a venture in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. Let me share my screen. The title of this talk is Live Microbes on Milk Tea, a Healthier Choice. I know a lot of you can relate because milk tea or bubble tea has been very famous here in the Philippines. So, how addicted are we to milk tea? Just a brief history: milk tea or bubble tea or boba tea or pearl milk tea originated in Taiwan in the 1980s. The bubble first referred to the foam created by shaking the tea, but now this definition has evolved into referring to the chewy tapioca starch balls. At present, the milk tea industry is already very huge. It saw a 3,000% increase in 2018 alone. As we can see in this chart, in the entire Southeast Asia, the Philippines is the second largest market. On the average, each person consumes 5 cups of milk tea per month, and this number has increased over the years. This may lead us into thinking about the impact of milk tea on our body. Diet has been shown to largely affect the gut microbiota. The term gut microbiota refers to the microorganisms residing in our gastrointestinal tract. According to this paper, the dietary factors influencing the gut microbiota include dairy, light-colored vegetables, seaweed, rice and cereals, sucrose, fiber, protein and fat intake, and the total food intake. Now we may have to include milk tea here. Our diet is responsible for supplying the nutrients that are used in our intestine to regulate the immune system. We are interested in the gut microbiota because we are more bacterial than human. It is estimated that over 40 trillion bacteria inhabit in the colon of adults. The composition, though, may vary from person to person, depending on the genes and the environmental changes, or on nature and nurture. Now, how do we make milk tea good for the gut? How do we make it guilt-free? How do we make milk tea contribute to the good stuff in our body? This is where probiotics come in. Probiotics are defined by the Food and Agriculture Organization and the World Health Organization as live microorganisms, which, when administered in adequate amounts, confer a health benefit on the host. These are usually called the good bacteria, but they can also include yeast. It has been widely reported that consuming probiotics has beneficial effects on human health, which is why they are increasingly becoming popular. Probiotics are shown to prevent gastrointestinal diseases, and they are proposed as a suitable treatment for inflammatory bowel diseases. They can also improve tolerance to lactose because they produce the enzyme beta galactosidase. Another benefit is the reduction of the risk of cardiovascular diseases. Recently, probiotics have also been shown to have potential as an antidepressant. Dysbiosis, or the alteration in the normal intestinal microbiome, is a cause of major depressive disorder. Abnormalities in the microbiota are related to these behaviors that are depressive like. Modifying the composition of our microbiota through probiotics can treat depression. So probiotics can also decrease anxiety and psychological distress, as well as improve skin health. And these are all through the gut-brain axis, which improves nutrient absorption. Recently, I was given the opportunity to share about my master's thesis at Louisiana State University. With my lab group, we were able to produce ale beer with probiotic bacteria immobilized or protected in durian rind powder. While most probiotic products available in the market are dairy, new matrices are being investigated. And one possible probiotic drink is beer, which is the most consumed alcoholic drink globally and the third most popular drink after water and tea. So we are looking for non-dairy alternatives due to reasons such as lactose intolerance and vegetarianism. To improve the survivability of probiotics in beer, we explored utilizing powder from durian rind as protection. I chose durian because I am from Davao, and Davao region is the center of durian production in the country. So a huge amount of waste is generated from the consumption of durian. And this study was conducted to possibly add economic value to the rind. Research shows that durian rind is rich in fiber, which can be used to immobilize probiotic bacteria. So the rind was dried and made into powder. The probiotics were added to the beer in both free and immobilized states. And the results showed that the probiotics were able to survive for up to 1 month at ambient storage. And immobilization with a durian rind powder was effective up to some point. For this study, I would like to acknowledge again the Fulbright Shed Scholarship, my major advisor, Dr. Subramaniam Satibel, my lab group at LSU, and UP Mindanao. It is helpful to recognize and uplift research initiatives in functional food development, such as probiotic food products. Now, in the time of COVID, how relevant are probiotics? Recent studies have shown that some patients with COVID-19 showed intestinal microbial dysbiosis with decreased probiotics such as lactobacilli and bifidobacteria. In preventing diseases such as COVID, administration of probiotics can restore the unbalanced microbiota. And restoring the gut microbiota can improve resistance to the virus. Probiotic lactic acid bacteria have also been used as an antiviral agent to fight or prevent respiratory infections, which is one of the leading causes of death due to COVID. And probiotics can also stimulate the innate and or adaptive immunity. Now, what happened to this interest in milk tea and passion for probiotics in the middle of this COVID-19 pandemic? The Tea Culture PH was born last July. It took perhaps a few months before I and my partner, Miss Josie Gilabtan, finally decided to start this unique milk tea venture. This is my first business, and I have to say that this is very dear to me as it is about my passion for science. These photos show me, Miss Josie Gilabtan, as well as Miss Mylene Arsena. Miss Mylene is the one preparing the yogurt that we add to our milk. She is a fellow food scientist who finished her master's in New Zealand. So, what makes this milk tea a healthier choice? The tea culture PH is the first probiotic yogurt milk tea with live bacteria. So we add the culture spoon yogurt, which is made purely from milk and probiotics. So we know that yogurt is the product of fermenting milk with probiotic lactic acid bacteria. And this is what makes our milk tea healthy. How does this relate to you? You can now enjoy your favorite milk tea with a twist, and now a healthier one. The Tea Culture PH is also a venue for communicating science to the general public. These are the first two posters that we released on our social media platforms. We communicated these information. We are more bacterial than human. It is widely reported that we are only 10% human. So this means that the probiotics play a role in keeping us healthy. We also made this material on the definition of probiotics. We also shared some yogurt facts, and we found a paper stating that eating yogurt daily was shown to reduce inflammation in overweight people. And we also feature some flavors. This is the first flavor that we developed, the signature yogurt pearl milk. And research has shown that tea yogurt has a high antioxidant activity and it allowed better probiotic survival. We also offer other flavors such as cacao, mango, pineapple, apple cinnamon, banana, cacao banana, and durian. In these flavors, the fruit pieces can serve as a prebiotic or food for the probiotic bacteria. Through this venture, we also hope to promote local resources. We also did a little experiment to determine the sugar content, and we found that the sugar content decreased upon mixing with the yogurt. So, research has shown that probiotics are saccharolytic, and their presence in the milk tea lowered the sugar content. This was also lower compared to other known milk tea brands. Hopefully, we get the chance to analyze the viable count of the probiotics, the nutritional content, antioxidant activity, and other functional properties of the product. The key takeaways are the following. Let us choose health promoting options during this COVID-19 pandemic, and it is best if we support local products. Also, supporting probiotic research and other functional food initiatives can go a long way. And for those of you who are milk tea lovers and who are also health conscious, don't worry because milk tea can be healthy too. This is a photo of our physical store in Davao City, and that's our email address and social media sites. Again, thank you very much, and it's an honor to share my passion for probiotics with you.